The naval vessels were pulled back from a joint European Union mission in the Mediterranean and are now patrolling the seas between Britain and France. Home Secretary Sajid Javid questioned the motivation of those seeking asylum in Britain.
If you are a genuine asylum seeker, then why have you not sought asylum in the first safe country that you arrived in? Because you take France is not a country where anyone would argue is not safe in any way whatsoever.
The government says over 400 migrants have attempted to cross the English Channel from France in the last 3 months, often in inflatable dinghies in the middle of winter. Most appear to be from Iran. It is a journey fraught with danger. This is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, with strong tides and currents. While the political focus has been on the number of migrants coming ashore on these beaches in recent weeks, most asylum seekers don't risk this journey across the English Channel in small boats. Instead, most arrive by air. Others try to hide underneath or inside trucks heading to Britain. Experts say increased security in French ferry ports could be driving migrants to attempt the crossing by boat. Noorul Hadi or Yakhel fled the Taliban in his native Afghanistan and came to Britain hidden inside a refrigerated truck 3 years ago, aged just 16.
When it starts and he started the fridge, that was too cold. Like we were just like hugging each other and sit in the middle of the lorry. When he opened the door, we just run away and jump off the lorry. So after we were walking on the motorway, like finally we come to the motorway and police catch us.
Yakhel gained asylum. He was aided by the charity Kent Refugee Action Network, or CRAN, which helps unaccompanied migrant children with housing, education and basic needs. CRAN's Bridget Chapman says the government's reaction to the influx is driven by politics.
It's a crisis in that people are being forced to put their lives at risk to make a claim for asylum. That's completely unacceptable. But I think we're talking about roughly 250 people over 2.5 months. That isn't a crisis. Amongst certain people in power, there's a lot of juggling to see who can be the toughest on migration, because I think they see there may be a chance for a leadership bid. And that to me is playing politics with people's lives.
The government denies such accusations and says the deployment of naval vessels is needed to deter people smugglers and migrants from making such a dangerous journey. Others warn the naval ships could persuade more migrants to attempt the journey in the hope that they will be rescued. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, Folkestone on the south coast of Britain.